Hello friends, I am Nisha Sharma, Associate Professor, Department of English. The topic under discussion today is in continuation with our earlier topic on Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam's A Vision for 2020. Vision 2020 is a global initiative that aims to eliminate avoidable blindness by the year 2020. Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, the legendary missile man, had a vision for India. He strongly advocated two main points: education and information technology. Kalam writes that education is the most important element for growth and prosperity of a nation. India is in the process of transforming itself into a developed nation by 2020. Yet we have 350 million people who need literacy and many more that have to acquire employable skills to suit the emerging modern India and the globe. Agriculture and food processing, it aimed at doubling the present production of agricultural and food processing. Infrastructure with reliable electric power, providing urban amenities to rural areas, and increasing solar power, high-tech science and technology operation. Education and healthcare, directed towards literacy, social security, and overall health for the population. Information and communication technology for increased e-governance to promote education in remote areas, telecommunication, and telemedicine. Critical technologies and strategic industries. The growth of nuclear technology, space technology, and defense technology. Decrease the rate of poverty and illiteracy, make people educated through media, communities, social networking sites, and increase the Indian market rate currency by purchasing Indian manufactured goods. Now, what should be the mission of education? Education is the most important element for growth and prosperity of a nation. India is in the process of transforming itself into a developed nation by 2020. Yet we have 350 million people who need literacy and many more who have to acquire employable skills to suit the emerging modern India and the globe, writes Kalam. Inequality of access to educational resources. It is essential that we enlighten and create widespread awareness of education among all sections of society, particularly in rural areas and among the urban poor. We should use technology for this important social purpose. It is possible for NGOs, other social and philanthropic institutions, and the media to focus on this area of creating awareness. We should also mobilize necessary resources for providing education to the underprivileged people. Nowadays, education and IT is on the right track. Also, in India today, there are several mobile users, and the level of education is also on the rise. Kalam's dream is going to be fulfilled very soon, and the youth are playing a vital role in developing India. The nation remembers its 11th president, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, in many forms: missile man, space scientist, nuclearization leader, and people's president. But one common trait which runs through all his roles was his unflinching optimism and devotion to being productive for the nation. The year 2020 marks a landmark year. It is the milestone of the Vision 2020, which he laid down 2 decades ago as a pathway to an economically developed India with societal inclusion. And these 5 areas which we have discussed earlier, like agriculture and food processing, education and healthcare, information and communication technology, infrastructure development, which includes reliable and quality electric power, surface transport, and infrastructure for all parts of the country, including rural and urban areas under Pura self reliance in critical technology. These should be achieved. Now, what are the changes which are involved in realizing the vision? The India Vision 2020 document was prepared at the time of Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao. It was given to his successor Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who announced in Parliament as well as in one of his Independence Day addresses that India will become an economically developed nation by 2020. At a governors' conference during his presidency, Manmohan Singh announced that his government too will carry forward the task of economically developing the nation. And as any national vision takes at least 15 years for its realization, a minimum of three democratically elected governments have to work on it. National missions cannot be party agenda, but they can be part of their election manifestos. The methodology of the party in power may be different from that of its predecessors, but the vision would be supreme. For this reason, it has to cut across party lines and be approved by Parliament to ensure continuity in its realization, irrespective of the government of the day. Vision 2022 does not belong to any single party, government, or an individual. It is a national vision. Once the government commits to realizing it, it has to be discussed and debated in detail by all elected representatives in parliament so that a national consensus incorporating the concerns of all stakeholders such as the executive, the judiciary, the political class, media, intellectuals, academia, business, industry, teachers, doctors, farmers, and the youth of the nation emerges. Hence, the elected leader of the nation, the driving force behind the vision, should be a creative leader who walks an unexplored path of developmental politics with the cooperation of other parties using the core competences of other leaders, intellectuals, able and creative minds from all disciplines, irrespective of their party affiliations, to realize the vision. Thank you.